It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Packers and the Rams on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Let's go.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But it really helps you get back in sync.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. And that is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He's taken the 22-yard line, a gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. There's a nice move. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Let's go.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, Love to pass. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Packers.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Love. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it a second down. Stafford looks to throw again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
This taken in at the goal line. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him ice.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half, and they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Harrison Smith on delivery.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
1. A final shot before the break. Stafford got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Stafford. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Escapes the defender. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Come up the ball hard. 54's Mike.
Here's Stafford.
Here we go, D. All day.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't called before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Love. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And a Packer first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Love. And that will be incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Coverage defensively by Micah Parsons.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
On the coverage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That's what I do. Right there, 54.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Able to find Jones, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Joseph's got it. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Shot now for Love. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.